it's come down to this, a national championship matchup that almost no one expected. Two of the lower-seeded teams that had to overcome skeptics and doubters to get into the bracket, win a road game, then win 2 more rounds. And now, in this unlikely matchup, one team will emerge as a very surprising national champion here tonight. Welcome to Las Vegas, where dreams and fortunes can be made, and the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Hermstreet. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Looking for some space. It's Price. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Huff over the middle. It's strong. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll hand it off. That one moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Carr. That's caught. It's Williams.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And at first down, they go right back to him.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Fleming. He make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Here comes a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It's another good job here by this defense. And I think all the build-up and hype of the national championship, they really felt challenged. And right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage. They've gotten this offense to a 3rd down situation. Let's see if they can get off the field here to start the game.
Looking to throw. It's Carr. Grab near the sticks. It's Fleming. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal up that loss. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles, but the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
For their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Looking for a man. Touchdown, Irish. They draw first blood in this national title game. Well, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. They'll run it to the left. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Breaking free at midfield. They finally get him down, but a big play for 46.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
With sure hands, it's Williams. It's a nice game. He moved the football up to the 27.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. And it's caught. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Has the first down and more. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. The shotgun handoff here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Throws it to the right. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Makes a quick catch. Gets into space at the 50. Here he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you say, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Bringing it out, it's Payne. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Bringing pressure. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
He's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense... And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Offense comes out to start this drive. Back to pass. It's Carr. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. You're lucky that wasn't a score.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Fleming. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Anytime you're playing a linebacker position, you start to see a running back come out of the backfield and widen out. There's a tendency to want to beat him out to the flat and overcommit. This time he cuts back inside and creates a headache for this defense and a nice gain.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught quickly. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient. This is a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
And every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before gaining 1st down yardage to the 22.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. The back's able to navigate his way for a 1st down.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half, and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st. Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns on the last possessions. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Personal foul gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line with the first down. The defense is going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quick throw over the middle. He's wide open. Look out. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody on the outside that can make plays to have a chance at winning these big games.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. The clock is stopping. We reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Carr. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made quickly, but the game moves the ball to the 6, 1st and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. Now it's 1st and goal.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
He's got it right near the end zone. Run down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Looks to the left for a quick throw. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him and makes a heck of a play.
With the catch, it's Smith. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. The Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Scanning the field. It's Carr. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the catch. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
And this pass is on target. Caught. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. It's reeled in. It's Graham. Breaks into the clear. At the 20. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion of what can really hurt you as a defense.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. And they'll use the ground game here. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was...
No stopping them on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Payne. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Second down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some
touchdown, Irish. And that will give them the lead now. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. make some adjustments to get a stop. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Gain on the first play, moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Ball handed off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. To the air, it's Sayin. Pitch made across the middle by the running back. A tackle, it looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
He keeps it himself. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
The back's got it. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He'll hand it off. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring them down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. To throw, it's Sayin. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He shreds the tackle. They get him down with the junior with an excellent run there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Looking to throw yet again. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Makes the catch. Can he get in?
That completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. To throw, it's Carr. And he scores! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown with the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Receiver now before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Dumps it down to the back. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here.
Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick throw to his receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. Looking for a receiver. Fires it down the right side. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. Play action fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That's how you take advantage of outstanding field position. Starting in plus territory makes it very easy for this offense to be able to get down close to the goal line and into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Grab near the sticks. It's Porter. That picks up a 1st down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Heading left after the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Sayin. Grab down the middle. It's Graham. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today. Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Nowhere to run up the middle. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pass caught, can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Offense comes back out onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's strong. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up the hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And there's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Running up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Rotates the tight end. It's complete. Touchdown, Irish. A great catch and run for 6. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Short return tackle made at the 27, and crucial takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. He could go.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Offense on the field to take over. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Caught in the shovel pass. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter, a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal a victory.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Grab down the middle, it's Washington.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to throw it again. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Working clock with the ground game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. That run sets up a critical third down play. To the air, it's Carr. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Thurman. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Graham. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, positive yards here. Fourth quarter trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. First down and more. He's still running. They make the tackle, but that first down should be the clincher for our new national champions.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. From the shotgun now, there's a handoff inside. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger, the This defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. It's a mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.